Today on Smell the Coffee, I'm literally going to learn how to roast coffee beans, because it isn't Smell the Coffee if we're not smelling coffee beans. Of course, we'll plug you in with the latest in terms of our entertainment news and so much more. I'm your host, Glenna Rashipura, and this is yet another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee. I'm sitting here with a beautiful Linik,
Yes.
one of the owners of these beautiful establishment, Shema Coffee Roasters, and she's going to be telling us about what you can expect when you come get a coffee here. Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee.
Good morning. Nice to be
Nice
here.
to finally be here.
Yes.
I mean, we talked about this like last week, and I was quite excited. And now we're here. Can you tell us a bit about Shema Coffee Roasters?
So, where do I start? We're about a little bit more than 2 years old right now. I think probably going for 2.5, sort of. Started here in Kleinwindhoek. We've recently opened another one in front of Old Mutual in town by Independence Avenue, in one of those little steegies, like right in front of Old Mutual. So yeah, it's been a dream that has become a reality. So I don't know if I've told you this, but it's actually my fiance and I, we started this together. He's not here right now, but yeah, we started small and it's busy growing. We're very blessed.
I see it. The fact that you guys are already expanding after 2 years, that's a big step.
Yes, that's a big step. I don't know if
How
that was
did the
always
dream
the
come
plan.
about though?
So I definitely, I've had a passion for baking and food, you know, always. I think even just at home, my mom used to bake lots of cakes and stuff, definitely more the baking side. And Andre, who's my probably soon-to-be husband, he's definitely the one who had more the passion for the coffee. He used to stay in Pretoria and learn from one of his friends there just as a barista. He had some free time on hands while he was doing something else, and also while he was studying, and he just started loving it. And from there on, he decided that this is something he wants to do. Then he ended up at a different friend who had a roastery, same thing, kind of coffee shop, but with a roastery. And he was like, he really wants to do it. He thinks that there is more space in our market for it. And in that way, you can really establish your own touch on the coffee, you know, because if you can roast it or get it from scratch, you can decide what beans, how dark you roast, and what do you blend and things like that. So you can really play around with the different tastes. And so it was definitely a kind of a craft. And then from there we decided, well, we can just throw the two together, you know, because I like the baking part. Obviously I love the coffee as well. I mean, I've learned to completely do the full thing, because I mean, we're not a lot, so you kind of have to do everything everywhere, you know, when you're starting a small business.
Small team, yeah.
You're the marketer, and you have
marketer,
to go to the shop to buy the toilet paper,
you're the manager. Yeah.
So yeah, but we really enjoy it. We love the people.
I see it as well. I see the atmosphere here when you walk in here, that the people actually love being here.
Yes,
and
yes.
The owners and
we love
and
having the people here.
Yes, exactly. That you guys just love being here, and I love that. And people can also feed off of that energy, and they can tell also.
I definitely think so. Yeah.
Why Shema? I know there's a beautiful quote in the shop that talks about what Shema means, but perhaps
so the actual, I mean, I don't mind, but the actual pronunciation for the word is Shema. So it has an accent between the E and the M. It's a Hebrew word that means obedience. We're Christian, and it was a word that we kind of, I don't want to say stumbled upon, but we spoke about it somewhere, and we just decided that if we want to do something like this, you know, if we get an opportunity like this, we'd really like to call it something like that, because I mean, you're kind of speaking that over your life, you know, as you say the word, and we're trying to be obedient to the callings of our lives.
And
you know?
words are very powerful.
Yeah.
They're very
Yes,
powerful,
yes.
and you have to be very careful with what you say.
100%.
Yeah, so when I walked in and I saw the description for what
Yes,
the word was, I was
yes.
like, oh, this is lovely. Thank you for explaining
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the word Shema means.
Yes, yes.
I love that. I understand that you guys are like over 2 years now, right?
Yes,
A little bit
yes.
over 2 years, and obviously that came with its fair share of struggles.
Yes, 100%.
Can you mention some struggles that you guys experienced and how you eventually overcame them?
You know, there's always going to be some struggles, I think, but I must say, fortunately enough, we've had so many people around who everyone wants to help, you know, and that makes it so much easier because we don't know everything. We're young and we're also still learning as we go, and we're not afraid to ask. We're not afraid to make mistakes and ask, you know, because sometimes you learn by making the mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes are a little bit expensive because it's not just everything we're doing at this stage costs money, you know. And I think in the beginning when we were struggling a little bit, I would say it was definitely more learning, you know. We had to learn how to work with the imports because we're importing beans, and we didn't know anything of importing and having stuff dropped off at a truck port and here and there, and obviously we have
The logistics around
the
it.
logistics. We have to pay tax, we have to pay import VAT suddenly, and now we know more about it. But you know, when we started, we were like, what? I didn't even know it's going to be such a hassle. But now it's already going a lot smoother, you know, because we've learned where to get
It
what.
does feel like you guys are hitting the ground running.
Yes.
I mean, I've come here last week or the week before that.
Yeah.
And it was really packed.
Yes, and it's busy.
And it's always busy, yes.
We're so blessed. It wasn't always like that. You know, sometimes people come in here and they're like, oh, it's always busy here. And I'm like, yeah, you didn't see it the first year. You know, the first year we were like making 50 coffees a day, and we were kind of like, well, what are we doing? You know, and now
Is this
it's
even
really,
viable?
yes, and now it's really grown to a place where we almost can't keep up. We really need to.
Yeah,
we
we
need to plan
literally
well,
had
and
to
we
steal you away from the customers for this interview. I know.
But I mean, we have such great staff. It also makes it so much easier when you know, you can trust the people you have around. I mean, I can sit here now for, I guess, I want to say as long as possible, and I know that they're going to keep doing what they need to do, and
with a smile,
and they enjoy it, and the people enjoy them as well. So it really helps so much. So this is our roasting process. These are the raw beans before they're actually roasted. We would normally measure so this is a 6 kilogram roaster. So we'd weigh 6 kilos in the bucket. It goes in at the top over here. The machine is not fully on right now, but in there you generally see the flame because it works with gas and with electricity at the same time. So if you want to come around this way with me, sorry, it's a bit dusty. It does work a lot, that's why it's a little dirty. So this is called a smart, I guess, intelligent roaster actually. So once you've started roasting, then we can save the profile of the beans that we're roasting on. So in that way we can also consistently get the same roast, and you can see the degrees, the drum speed, all of that every single time. And you can also see on the tablet when something changes, you know. So like what has happened is you'd roast and the gas runs out. Obviously we try and check for that always, but it has happened before, and then you can see the temperature quickly dropping. And then obviously you'd have a bean tasting different, because I mean the moment it's roasted different, or the degrees change, or something changes mid-roast, obviously you're not getting the same thing. So that is another thing we really try and keep consistent, is the roast of the beans together with the espresso machine, you know, because it all does play a role in what the coffee tastes like. So after it's been roasted over there, we'd normally drop it out over here, and this is the cooling fan where the beans cool off, and when the whole process is done and the beans are cooled down, we would drop it out here and it just goes into the bucket. Yeah.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Now, I've told you that I was very impressed with the energy coming in here.
Yes.
What would you say sets your coffee shop apart from other coffee shops?
Wow, that's difficult. I think we're just trying to do the best that we really can every single day. We're trying new things like baking wise. We're also on social media. You know, you see some cool stuff trending like those croissant cookie things, and we try it. And I think delivering a consistent product over a long period of time is very important. You know, like we're really trying to keep the quality of the coffee high all the time. And I mean, we have some good machinery, so we're trained, and we've trained the baristas to, you know, when you see the actual shot of the coffee not running well, to not use it, you know. Unfortunately, it costs us a little bit of money sometimes, but, you know, I think that helps a lot to keep the quality, because if you're just using whatever all the time, you know, somewhere someone's not going to come back because the coffee is just not good,
It was not good that day, you know,
or you have
a good cup of coffee. I hear that.
And I mean, we always connect these things with what we experience. Oh, I had a bad experience there, I'm not going to go there again, whether it was food wise or with the interaction with whoever's behind the counter or whatever. So I think we're really, we're just trying to keep the quality high, we're trying to keep the energy high.
Yeah, and walking in, I see a whole, you know, coffee machine situation. I don't even know what it's called.
So that is the actual roaster that we roast the coffee beans with. I mean, we're not huge yet, but we are buying green beans and we're roasting them in the store. I don't think you get to see that at a lot of places. So that's definitely something that draws a lot of people when it's on. I mean, we do roast just like on any day. So while the shop is full, we don't specifically wait for nighttime until there's no one. Because it's definitely part of the experience. It smells really, really good when there's coffee, the burning of the beans and stuff. So and many people who walk in, they're like, oh, what is that?
Yes, exactly.
So,
that's what I love about it.
Yes.
And I also saw on your social medias, you guys are literally having a campaign. Pretty soon you are having, is it a coffee making workshop?
Yes,
so it's how to make coffee.
It is I guess you can call it a workshop. So the guy, he's from South Africa. He's going to come and do a few courses he's like actually SCA qualified. So he's going to host a few courses where you can enter, anyone can enter, you know, if you want to, you can have like a legit qualification after that, or you can just do the basic one where you just learn a few things. And then there's one where we're going to do some home brewing teachings, and I can't remember what the last one was. Oh, and open cupping. Well, but that's more for the public. So anyone can kind of come in. We'll be roasting different beans, and you can come and taste. It's almost like wine tasting. You know, there's a lot of explanation behind where the bean comes from, how it's harvested, how it's processed, all of these things and the areas they come from that play a role in what it tastes like, you know, and then obviously blending the different beans in a different way also plays a role with the taste.
So unique. Can you tell us a bit about your new shop that recently opened up?
Yes.
I think it's like 2 months now?
2 months. It's about 2 months, maybe 9 weeks, maybe like 2.5 months almost. I'm not 100% sure, but it's about 2 months.
It's a little baby.
Yes, it's a very, very young still. We're seeing growth, which is good. We're already doing more in the second month than we did in the first month. I must say, fortunately, it's been paying itself right from the start, which really helps if you don't have to take money out of the shop and kind of cover their expenses. So we're very fortunate. We're hoping for it to grow and obviously to become big and busy like we have here. The crowd we have there is definitely very different to what we have here. I mean, those people are more corporate. They're kind of like, I always tell everyone that they're like in a rush always. You know, they're walking in, they're grabbing their coffee, they have meetings. We do have Wi-Fi there as well. Same here. So we try and have a bit of a workspace. You know, people don't always want to sit in their offices, and so they bring the laptop and just do a few emails and stuff. You know, just to kind of get a break from sitting where you normally are.
Any future expansions that you are privy to tell us about?
We are not thinking of expanding more right now. I don't know if we actually thought we were going to expand to start off with, like we just did. It was kind of something that, I want to say it fell into our laps, and we just thought this is an opportunity we can't miss. But yeah, the work is becoming quite a lot. Like I said earlier, we took on a new business partner / investor. His name's Luke. Because Andre, who is my fiance, he's not in the country currently, so we're kind of sharing the load of work, you know, between the ones who's here. I mean, he's doing as much as he can online. He's running the social medias and designing like stickers and logos and stuff as we go. We're looking into some merchandise, like shirts and stuff. So in terms of opening another shop, I don't know if we have the hands right now. But I'm also like, we want to keep the quality high. And normally the bigger it gets, the harder it really is to keep your hands on everything happening. So yeah, but I'm not going to say it's not in the plan ever. You never know what happens.
Now, can you tell the viewers where they can find the Shema Coffee Roasters, the two spots that you guys currently
Yes,
have?
so the one where we're at right now is in Klein Windhoek. Street's name is actually 9 Bassingwaite. There's a lot of corporate offices and stuff around here. It's quite, I don't know what this big road's name is actually, but it's quite easy to see from this road. There's a lot of people passing by. Really don't know what it's called right now. And then the new one is in Independence. They're like right in front of Old Mutual's door. So it's got a little slipway thingy. I don't know. There's a jeweler shop and all of those things. But literally everyone knows where Old Mutual is. It's across from Zoo Park. Like right across from Zoo Park. It's very easy to find.
Oh, you should have said that. Yeah.
So yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah. So yeah, that one is a little bit smaller, but it's got its own look. It's also very cool. Yeah. So
I love that.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Obviously, we're not letting you go yet, but we'll be right back after the break.
Yay.
Oh, this smells like taking care of your soul. And on that note, let's take a look at our wellness segment. I'm still with Karen, and now we talk the business of waxing. I'm gonna tell you, I'm afraid of waxing. I know I've booked with you and we're scheduled for something, but I am afraid of waxing. Is that a stigma that most clients have on their first experience coming,
Yes,
to get waxed?
Yes, definitely. So what I always try to tell my clients is, since your first time, you are not accustomed or familiar with the sensation of waxing. So there is a painful, slightly painful experience the first 1 or 2 times, because your hair is coarse and it is a bit thicker. But the more regular you come, the more visits you make, your hair actually grows a lot more finer and thinner, and then the pain, you actually get used to it. So in the beginning, I would say you will be a bit fearful, but after once or twice, 3 times, then you
see the need for it.
Yes. If you come in for a wax, it's an hour max, and then it saves you a lot of time. It also saves you a lot of ingrown hairs, because shaving causes ingrown hairs. So that is and your skin is silky, silky, silky smooth. So your skin lasts a lot longer smooth than with waxing than with shaving. So I would say it saves you time. And also you have silky smooth for a longer period of time.
Yeah, because it takes a while for the hair to regrow,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Because
yes.
waxing is like you're taking from the root.
From the follicle, yes, from the root, yes, you do remove the hair.
I have cut myself and nicked myself with shavers.
That's also
And
one of the
that's
benefits.
why
yeah.
I'm like, this is not working because
Yeah.
I'm clearly, hurting myself
Yes,
in
you
the
are
process.
hurting yourself.
Yes, so that's why I'm opting for it. But like I said, there's also the fear around how
Yes.
painful it is.
Yes.
Can you briefly tell us about the different types of waxing there are and why they're important?
Okay, so you do have, you get film wax, you get sugar wax, you get hot wax, you get strip wax. So there are different methods to your different sections of your body. So like for instance with your legs, you would rather use a strip wax, and for intimate areas and soft areas, facial areas, you would rather use the hot wax. So the pain levels, it also it depends on your personal pain levels as well, but you do get used to it at the end of the day. Like for instance, your intimate areas are a lot more sensitive than I would say your legs or your underarms. Your facials, your eyebrows are not as sensitive as your lip area, so it's different sections, different levels with different methods. So yeah.
I see. Back to the eyebrows, because I do get my eyebrows
Hey,
waxed,
yes.
not all the time, but yes, I do get.
Your eyebrow should be on fleek at all
Every time.
times.
So that's why we're here. That's why we're here,
Yeah.
because it doesn't work. So I like what at first was very painful, like you said, and then it gets better. So I like that, that. But for the other areas, especially let's go to this is smell the coffee. Let's go to the intimate part. I know there's like different styles, or is it because I know there's a bikini wax and there's too many names around it. I don't even know what is what. So
Okay,
please
let me explain. Okay, so you have your bikini waxes, which is literally just the strip from your bikini line that is being removed. Okay, so the hairs on the sensitive areas are still there. Then you get your extended one that is just a bit more. It is just a bit more taken in. So it's still a bikini wax. Okay. Then your Brazilian waxes is literally, it's everything taken off, but there's a strip, a landing strip. I call it a landing strip. That stays there, but you can have different shapes. Like you can even have a triangle, or you can have a strip. So anything that you prefer. It's literally just a preference. And then the Hollywood wax is literally everything from front to back. So your front area and the back area as well.
Oh, it's also the back area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other benefit that I actually forgot to mention, it's very hygienic as well. So that is very important. That's very important, is to be,
especially as a woman, we need
Especially
that
as a woman, yes.
to regulate a lot of even our pH balance.
yes, definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
Any
The other
advice
thing is
after
we
getting,
also do the intimate waxes for men as well.
Yeah.
I feel nowadays it is very important for men to also do self-care and grooming, because they deserve it as well. So they should also just not they should move past the stigma or the fear of being judged, or it's shameful.
I went for a wax. Yeah, I think we need to also remove that.
Yeah, our men
Self-care
also
is not
need
just for
some
women.
grooming.
Yeah.
It's not just for women, it's for men as well.
So what should I do after getting my wax? Especially, I'm more worried about the intimate area. Like after getting the wax.
Post-care,
yes,
post-wax
post-care.
care.
What do we do after that?
Okay, it's very important to wear loose-fitted clothing. Don't even try to wear tight-fitted clothing, because you do work on a sensitive area, and afterwards it will be sensitive. Okay, so you don't want your jeans or your underwear rubbing against it too hard. Okay. Secondly, avoid all hot showers and baths and swimming pools. You can do a low, medium heated shower, that's fine, but the hot waters and the chemicals found in swimming pools may irritate your skin. Okay, avoid all scented and perfumed lotions and creams and things like that. It will irritate your skin as well. Then the other thing is, it is very important after you get your wax to within 48 hours to 72 hours, just get yourself a glove. It's one of those they call it an exfoliating glove. So you get a glove with an exfoliating scrub, and then you scrub the necessary areas 48 hours to 72 hours post your wax treatment, as this will assist in less ingrown hairs as well. So first of all, I would say it is very important to choose your waxer wisely as well, because you do build a relationship with them. You want to feel comfortable with the person that you are doing the wax first, because you do move into very intimate areas. So, and then also make sure that that waxer has client confidentiality, or has the integrity to keep your information private. That is very private, important. And then secondly, exfoliate 24 hours before your wax, as that assists in the treatment because it preps the skin and it opens up your pores for easy hair removal as well. And then I would say, just come and enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Just try it for the first time.
Yes, just try it for the first time.
Try it for the first time.
I like
There's
that.
always, when was the last time you did something for the first time? So I am situated in, let me just get the street number right. I'm at XYZ Salon. It is Unit 26, Hypermote City, Maxwell Street, Pioneer Spark. We are literally just across from Ferreira's Nursery. You are more than welcome to walk in. I also have an Instagram page, a Facebook page, and a TikTok page called Waxology by Karen. So you are more than welcome. All my details on there, my price lists are on there, the amount of time it takes to do the treatment, the number to contact me by, and yes, that is how you get a hold of me.
All right, I hope to see more Smell the Coffee viewers here. We'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee. Now Lilik is going to show me how to perfect and, learn the art of coffee roasting. So this is what I'm going to be busy with, but for the rest of you guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's show. And as always, from me, Glenn Roshipura, with all my love, and of course, I'll see you next time.